America has shown itself to be exceptional in the worst possible ways. No other rich country has such a poor health infrastructure or a poor tattered social safety net. It's very embarrassing for Americans like me who grew up in this country and who love this country. Our government is failing us and it needs to do better, and we need better from our government. Let's get it. America has long been the one country above all other countries in terms of power and social economic structure. I personally seen the greatness this country could put out in times of great need. Remember the 9/11 attacks in 2001 and the unity that this country showed against one common enemy, Al-Qaeda. But me being a millennial myself, I also remember the bad when Hurricane Katrina hit and our country failed to act in a timely manner. Thanks, FEMA. Thanks, Bush. Well, these are one of those bad times where America has reared its ugly head of divide, which it has so often done in the past. As I make this video, Congress is working on another stimulus package that is unregulated and just as misguided as the last stimulus package. The $600 stimulus check proposal is simply a joke, and it shows how out of touch the government is with its subjects. And I do mean subjects, because I haven't felt like an American citizen in a long time. Is my voice being heard? Is anybody hearing me? The failure of our government can be attributed to an ongoing number of issues. Besides the lack of connection with its citizens is the lack of an appropriate checks and balance system. Our president has shown the ugly side of America and its constituents the truth behind this country's issues. Racism, greed, and power have never been far behind these beliefs. I have lost all faith in Congress to do the right thing and realize that they themselves are a part of a bigger problem. The Constitution has always been a sort of starting point for America. The problem is that those basic beliefs have become oversaturated and exploited by our men and women in red and blue. Hello, Democrats. Hello, Republicans. It's not just them. It's the rise of social media that gives everyone an opinion and a voice, but is that to a fault? Can real news actually get caught between fake news and propaganda? Sure it can. The problem lies in that the opinions can turn into actual fact for someone who believes them. Case in point, the idea that hundreds of years of elections can be undermined by one president simply by refusing to accept defeat in a landslide victory is ludicrous.
Today, thousands of President Trump's supporters gathered in the nation's capital, many of them refusing to accept that President-elect Joe Biden won the election.
We demand the truth,
including the recently pardoned former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn.
The courts do not decide who the next president of the United States of America will be. We the people decide.
Better yet, the more frightening part of that is not only his supporters, but people of power following the same path laid out by our president, which is to defy the truth and undermine our democracy. Hello, Mitch McConnell. Let me show you guys some examples of how our government is failing us. Earlier in the year, our president Donald Trump got into a spat with Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Now, during that spat, our president threatened to withhold federal funds from a whole entire state after having a quarrel with one person. You cannot withhold something over a personal grudge, and the entire state needs help. People are dying. This is not a joke. All personal issues have to be set to the side. That is the president's job. Not to go around bullying people into believing that you are great. But I don't blame Donald Trump. He simply has been what he has always been. I blame the government and the checks and balance system for failing the American public. As of the recording of this video, there are over 1.6 million deaths from the sickness engulfing United States. State governments and local governments have been undermined by the federal government at every point. At first, it wasn't safe to wear a mask, or you didn't have to wear a mask, and then it became a requirement to wear a mask, while our president says it doesn't matter. That conflict of interest between the federal level and state and local governments has caused mass confusion amongst citizens. Who do you believe? What do you do? Who do you trust? You can be a Republican, you could be a Democrat, But you need to use common sense to understand that this situation takes more than people choosing sides. This takes Americans coming together to defeat another common enemy, ourselves. All right, everybody, we reached the end of the video. I'm curious to see what you guys think. In this video, we weren't trying to be controversial. We were just trying to keep you guys online with facts. So if you like content like that, go ahead and hit that notification bell at the top and like and subscribe for me. It really helps the channel out, and these types of topics will come up all the time on the channel. I appreciate you watching, and make sure you stay tuned to JVO TV. And as always, be safe.